Good morning, guys. Here's a little cautionary tale for you. Last week I went out fishing, got out to the fishing grounds and just about to start, and my engine played up. It just died on me. I thought, oh good, what's happened now? Well, I had a quick look around, couldn't see anything wrong, and I put a filter, a small filter on the engine. It's a Yanmar 2-cylinder, and it's been beautiful, but it just died. It seemed like field problems. So I'd replaced the filter earlier on, a couple of weeks previous. So I thought, oh, just a small one on the engine. I thought I'll undo that bowl in case it's collapsed or done something. And the bowl was half full of diesel. Hello, I've got air in the system or whatever. So I went to the little pump on the engine and worked the lever up and down. It didn't work up and down very well. I thought, oh God, perhaps the pump's packed up. So I thought, well, that's not too difficult. We can get that out. I had tools on board. So I undid the union that the outlet of the pump that goes to the injector pump, and still couldn't push the lever. And I undid the inlet to the pump, and there was a noise like a vacuum. And then I could work the lever up and down. So I thought, well, that's strange. We got a blockage from the diesel pump back to the tank, which I've got here. So bearing in mind this is in the boat, and I'm laying on the cockpit floor with the boards up, trying to sort out this. I've chased the pipe work all the way back to the tank. Blew through it, no problems. And here on the tank, got an off-on. This is the bottom of the tank, and I poked a bit of wire in there as best I could, or all I had. And nothing was coming out. Nothing coming out. So I took the tap off, poked a bit of wire through it. No diesel coming out of here. I've run out of diesel. No, surely not. This engine runs on air near enough. So I dipped the tank, and I've got a quarter of a tank full. So we've got a blockage in here, we've got crud in here. We've got sludge, diesel bug, call it whatever you will. So I got a longish screw and I poked it up there. In and out, and a drip come out. And I poked, and whoosh, out it came. Brilliant, brilliant. So put the tap back in again. Went to nip it up a bit, and the tap snapped off. Oh, now I'm really in trouble. This brass fitting, half of it, is still in there. I've got my finger over the end trying to stop the diesel foot going into the bottom of the boat, trying to grab buckets and anything I can to save as much diesel as I can. Well, I saved a good proportion of it, but quite a lot went into the bilges. So in order to protect the environment as best I could, I put a bottle of washing up liquid in the bilges to help emulsify. Now, bearing in mind I'm laying on my back at arm's length trying to sort this fitting out, and it had all rounded and there was nothing to get a spanner on. I tried some mould grips and it just got worse, and there was nothing to do. Anyway, it's pan back. So this is the tank. It's a stainless steel tank. It's a nice tank. Bearing in mind it is all mucky, I'll clean this up with some rags. So we'll have to get this home. Well, this wasn't easy getting this out because there's an exhaust pipe, heavy thing you can hardly bend, other pipes, and sort of a bench went halfway across it. I had to break some wood to get it out. So I can tell you the air was a bit blue. But I had to tackle this. I had to cure it once and for all. I had to clean the tank out, get rid of this rubbish. Well, I've had a quick look on YouTube that evening and see what information other people have done, and there's all sorts of ideas, cleaning, systems out. firms that do it with all sorts of machinery. And in the States, you don't half love pouring all chemicals into things, don't you? You seem to kill all your boat eels out of a bottle or a tube or something. But there's only one way, in my simple way of working, there's only one way to clean this, and it's to get in there. There's no other way you can do it. So that's what I physically done. Eventually I put some heat on this. I filed a couple of flats as best I could. I applied some heat around it, and eventually with a pair of steel shins I undid it, so I've got that out. I found another brass fitting, I put in the layers, so that now will go in there, no problem. So that's killed that problem. So how are we going to get in there to clean it out? Well, I got the angle grinder and I cut a hole in it. See if I can tip that up. Yeah, you can see what I've done there. Sorry, it shines a bit. Oh, never mind. Try that. I'll have to do. I've ordered a hatch, a screw-in hatch, and carefully looked at the measurements, and it should come tomorrow, and it's 6 inches in diameter. So with a compass I marked it all around, and then I cut it out with an angle grinder and then went out to my mark, so I've got a proper circle. Yeah, now means I can put my arm in here and clean right up to the ends. Well, it was that thickness of brown gungy, it was diesel bug contamination that had blocked the system up. I've heard about it, read about it, but certainly caused me a lot of hassle, I can tell you. Anyway, now I've got this home, now I've got it on the bench. I've got a little wire brush, that one actually, and I poured some petrol in there, a couple of pints, and worked all the bottom so I emulsified all this brown gunge and it was all there. So with rags and pieces of paper I got out all the most of it. And then I took this outside and I stood it up on that end like that. This is our infiller and our breather. And I got my pressure washer and I pressure washed it in there, hit it at full hilt. By job, that really did the trick. That really did the trick. Out of this end was gushing water, all milky and white. It completely petrol in the diesel and the combination of the pressure washer emulsified it all, and it all came out, and it's amazing. It's now, there's his torch, it's now as clean in there as it is out here. Now this means this can go back and I can do repairs where I've had to damage the seats, and it can all be fitted back up again. And in the future, if there's any problems, I can undo my hatch and I can clean it out physically. Still difficult to get at, but I can now get at it and I can look in there. And I know, no matter what all the bump of chemical bottles and things tell you, I know because I can look in there and I can know it's perfectly clean. And I was able to dry out all the water with rags because of the pressure washer. So that's going to be a bit fun. That can now go back in, and well, with a bit of luck perhaps we'll get some videos on fishing. Until the next problem. Here we have the tank reinstalled, connected up. And the seat now all repaired. And the fuel has been bled through up to the engine. Here I've installed a Lucas oil water separator and new filter, 10 microns, and primed it up to the secondary filter, which is that one, and that's 5 microns. So all systems should be a go-go. Aha! Voila! Now all we've got to do is put the engine box back on and we're up and running, folks.